Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raúl.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
He's having a pop! And that is wildly off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Fermin. Ball played for Kokchu. Raúl. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Floated through. Oh, just... And a shot! Goal! Arsenal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So, a breakthrough already.
Villa clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
David Villa is onto this. Howson is the team's great visionary. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Germany are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Messi. And it's Fernando Torres. Now it's Dani Olmo. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi. And this is Pato. Aims beyond the defence. Goes for a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Germany with the corner, they're first. Gets his head on it! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you...
Stojkovic! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Good reason for optimism here. Defending of the desperate variety. So, third corner of the game. No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Villa clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Germany get their fourth corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. David Villa receives it in a good position here. Fernando Torres tries to pass it through, and this is Raul. He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Raul. And it's Messi. Knocks it into space. That's good defending, very good defending. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment. And Stojkovic! Marvellous goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Pato.
Germany are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on...
Oh, he's all alone! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Fernando Torres really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Kukçu goes short, and this is Torres. Great chance! And that's a good finish. Again, we are level. What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And this is Pato. Stood up well to him there. Germany perhaps wondering what the best time is for their... Just a keeper in his way. Big chance! Goal, Germany! And they've got their lead back. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Substitution for Arsenal, Howson, number 1.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Fermin,
Germany with the lead.
Danny Olmo,
Marquinhos.
number 8.
Stojkovic running with intent.
Coming on the field, Sanchez,
Bellingham.
number 2.
He has found the way through.
Number 15.
Can he finish? And that's in. And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game. It's full on! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Thinks about the... and the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
You can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Marquinhos. Kukçu. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Searching pass he's played there. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Throw in. Modric.
6 added
And
minutes
here's
has been
Forlan.
indicated.
And once more he proves rigid and robust. Desai. Now it's Villa. He's in a great position here. Bellingham! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even... And the referee brings it to a close. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Stojkovic walking off with the spoils, richly deserved.